Greetings.
Hello. And welcome back to this rather jiggy Humpty Dumpty. Welcome back to the Shadowlands, where we're having a little jig. We're not, actually. And we're going to continue onwards with Theatar, the Mad Duke's storyline. But just before we do that, I went and took a look at the whole Soulbinds system thing, which was very, very interesting. Let's hold on. Let's keep this music on in the background whilst I talk about this for just a few moments, because I find it rather interesting indeed. So I haven't looked and digged into the Soulbind system in any great detail, but I know it's important to an extent at level 60 in terms of, you know, the end gamey things that you can do. So there are 4 covenants, and there are currently 3 Soulbinds available. And I was speaking last episode about how, you know, what NPCs were going to be the Soulbinds and what I could remember about them and blah, blah, blah. So, Kyrian. We've got Pelagos, and we've got Claire, and we've got Mechanikos. So, Pelagos was the one that we spent a load of time hanging around with, but it didn't really seem to do a lot. Claire was the one that first met us in Bastion with the nice voice acting. And then we have Mechanikos, who is the Forge Owl, Forge Prime, Forge Light Prime, is it something like that? I don't know. Claire was cool, but didn't stand out in any particular way. Mechanikos was interesting. Yeah, I've got no intention of going Kyrian on this character anyway. I'm saving that for, like, my priest, probably. Necrolords have got Plague Deviser Marilith, who's a little bit nuts and likes slimes and is quite cool. We've got Ameni, who I think is the big construct person that we helped out, but I can't really remember. And then we've got Bonesmith Hammer, who's the one that made our rune weapon for us and was a little bit snarky and a little bit sarcastic and, oh, why are you wasting my time and all that kind of jazz. Then we have the Night Fae, who we've got Naya, Dreamweaver, and Hunt Captain Corin. Now, Dreamweaver was one of the many interchangeable fairy-type characters that seemingly had no real interesting personality. And were quite forgettable. Naya, I think, was the Sylvan character whose village got wiped out, and we helped. And Hunt Captain Cohen was the one in the really awful purple vest, if I remember correctly. She's the, or he, she, doesn't matter. The centaur satyr thing. Can't even remember what they're called in WoW. Who, again, we helped out a bit, but yeah. And then Venthir, we've got Najia, the Mistblade, the duelist that we've helped out quite a lot already. We've got the mad freaking Duke Theatar, who's standing behind us, and we've got General Draven, the big giant stone gargoyle thing. So in terms of memorable characters, Necrolord and Venthir are very much hitting it out of the park in terms of who has the most memorable character selection. Now, it doesn't really make a blind bit of difference to me in terms of power, what these Soulbinds have to offer, because I'm not going to be doing much, well, I'm not going to be doing any kind of professional raiding, and I'm very unlikely to be doing Mythic Plus, because I just don't care about that type of content. So, it'll just be about story and character. And that's going to inform my decision. And at the moment, Venthir and Necrolords are the 2 that have struck me as the most interesting content in terms of characters. With Night Fae coming joint 3rd, 4th with Bastion, really. It's very much a game of 2 halves, so to speak. Anyway, let's carry on with more of Theatar's story and see what he's got for us.
No excuse bad manners.
Right, we just opened up this place and shut off the big blinding light to help these guys get here. Well, here we are, Sinfall. Last I saw the Master was dragging Prince Renethal and his most loyal followers here in a prison convoy. However, this is a forbidden place wrapped in rumours and mystery. I heard it was once the workshop of Denathrius where he performed dark experiments. Intriguing, to be sure, but we are here to find Renethal. Search below, but proceed with caution. I will send word for the accuser to make her way here, with what allies she can muster.
Oh, you walking away. Yes, I too am content ending this conversation as well. Of course.
So, this place, I think this is most likely to end up being our sanctum. If we go Venthyr. Might be wrong. But it's got that kind of feel to it. I mean, for a start, this is still counting as a rest area. It's got bits and bobs all over the place. Hello, Vorpalia. It's a Vorpal sword.
I hope you are handy.
Aha. I will sever your head from your body should you... Wait. You are still alive. That means you are the Moor Walker? You! They say you are a Moor Walker. Well, time to put that to the test. The Master, Prince Renethal, was the one who started the rebellion. He knew Denathrius was working towards something truly nefarious and attempted to stop him. The rebellion failed, and Renethal was flung into the Moor. I propose you and I venture into the Moor. There is an old device here that only you will be able to use. Together, we can recover my prince. You need him if you are to have any hope of success.
No one will come between me and my prince.
Containers of dark will. They sound like a fine thing to collect. Ah, that's the reason for the big... Right, I'm just going to quickly switch over to Feral. Because it is my solemn duty to try and get a little bit better at Feral Druid. I really must make sure I update my gear set for Feral while I think about it. Save. There we go. And actually, just for the fun of it, let's turn Heckley on. Apologies to the creator of Heckley, who I believe is it's actually named after. I have no idea how to pronounce the name. There we go. Whoop. Oh, that. Ooh. Yep. I also really like the music in this zone. And smashy! And straight into Kitty. Hello, Odalric. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, good. I have need of your hands.
So, this is the Moor. I have need of your hands, excuse me. I'm a cat. I can feel it leeching my essence. Be on your guard. Okay, do not lose focus. I can feel Renethal's presence. It is faint, but I can sense he is outside of the tower at least. Come, let's find him and get out of here.
Keep your edge razor sharp.
It's... Vorpalia is near. A talking weapon is following you. Oh, we are level 60 now, aren't we? So everything in the Moor is, I'm assuming, going to be scaled appropriately. Oh, here he is. Well, that was easy.
My prince, are you okay? Did they hurt you?
Vorpalia, you were cast into the Moor as well. And who is this that... Wait, I recognize you. You're one of Azeroth's champions.
How do you know we're one of Azeroth's champions? Also, what has happened with the... Yeah, my dialogue volume's boosted all the way to the top, and yet it's barely audible.
Hello.
I recognise you. Azeroth has been very busy lately, and her champions have been very much at the forefront of events. We must talk as soon as time allows. I am not about to question whatever twist of fate led you to me. Your timing could not be better. This cage was custom built to contain me. There is one key, and of course it is on the arm of that large brute over there. Vanquish him and take the key. Be swift. The jailer's eyes are always on this area.
There is a simplicity in inevitability.
There is indeed a simplicity in inevitability. Right, this guy does not seem to be an elite. Somebody is killing him, however. Oh, I think actually Heckley is going to confuse me because on stuff like this, it tends to switch between things quite quickly. It's great for... it's great for slower moving, slower paced combat. But, wow. There's never been particularly good at anything except spammy combat. You know, if you had something like this on Final Fantasy XIV, it would be very handy.
Ah, our potential savior of the Shadowlands.
There was an age when I knew how to pick a lock even this elaborate. Sadly, that was so long ago, I seem to have fallen out of practice. Well, you are quite resourceful. Give me 25 of your kind and some proper gear, and we could defeat the Master. My allies will take you to the Tower of the Damned, and so we must follow. I do not think we must venture deep into those halls, which is good, as I do not believe either of us is in shape to fight like that. Come, let us find our way to one of the most dangerous towers in all existence. Ooh. Ooh, critical strike.
Come, we need to get you out of here. More Walker! Get us out of here.
No, I cannot leave my allies behind. I am the reason they are here. We must sneak into Torghast.
Torghast. Find an entrance to Torghast. How about this? Boop. Ooh, I've joined the queue. I'm not going as an actual... No, we're not. Ascend to the Chamber of Power.
The inside of this tower defies all traditional logic. We must devise a means of escape.
Well, there's a lever over there.
You do realize I'm a floating sword, do you not?
Huh.
I can easily move between these massive cell grates.
A cell of anima. Use it to gain power, more Walker. Let us ascend.
Okay. Haste or max health? Haste, I guess. So this is our introduction to how Torghast works, I guess. The jailer's change prevent equipment, talents, and such and such swapping. Right, so I'm allowed 4 deaths. Obviously, this is going to be easy for now. because it is very much just an introduction. Ooh. What are you guys guarding? Pretty certain it's not me that's doing most of the damage here. I'm such a vandal. Ooh, stealth detecting doggy, eh?
I can hear the walls shifting above. Let us see what awaits us.
You there, Pots? Pots do not live. Oh, these guys have dropped something. You deal 25% increased damage for 5 seconds after exiting Prowl. Okay. So I've got to look out for... little anim... Oh, there's another one there as well. So this is... It's supposed to be roguelite, isn't it? Or roguelike. Increase crit chance. Increase max health. I'm going to go with max health for this particular one. Because there's probably going to be a boss and we can't change specs or anything. Floor 2. Sculdus Hall. This is actually the kind of thing that I would probably... have preferred to do. As bear. I mean, okay, I survived.
Traps litter these hallways. We must take care.
But I'm pretty certain I only survived because they've made this very easy for the first timer. Also, if I hadn't taken that 45% health increase, I'd have probably died there. Oh? What was that? Oh! A giant scythe trap! What the? Yeah, see, the problem actually is that I don't feel comfortable yet with how to do AoE DPS as the cat. I've probably got my AoE buttons in a bad place. And coming from Bear, which is very, very easy... You know, see, we've got Berserk, for example, and I haven't... I'm assuming... See, that Thrash starts a bleed. That deals more damage against bleeding targets. So we start with that, then go to that, and then use that to finish off? Because that does that. For half the duration. That's the only AoE finisher we've got, isn't it? Unless I've missed one. Maims single target. Probably put that on a bar. Yeah, things are dying so quickly. When Moonfire, Rake, Rip, or Rejuvenation are active on a single target, their effects are increased 60%. Well, that's going to, that's going to help. Mastery, maximum health? What does Cat Mastery actually do? Increase the damage done. Okay, there was an elite over here, wasn't there? Seeker of Souls.
Powerful servant of the jailer. No doubt it guards something valuable.
I guess we have to kill it. One suspects we wouldn't normally be able to solo that. Haste. Damaging an enemy will also apply frostbite, dealing damage equal to 50% of their total hit points. After 4 seconds, the enemy will start regenerating all of the lost health over a period of 10 seconds. That's interesting. You know, I like roguelike experiences. Don't care. But that's an extra bleed. I don't know how big the anima powers thing gets. But yeah, I like systems like this. You know, what can my longest run be, etc., etc. How high can I get? I don't actually know how... I know they've iterated a lot on Torghast. I hope they haven't made it meh at higher tower levels. They probably have, it's Blizzard.
This must be the guardian of these floors. Let us dispose of it.
Is negotiable.
Huh. So you can buy bits and pieces. Ooh, a 62 elite. Do these disappear? Yeah, so...
Your patronage is always appreciated.
Right. That one then. Warden of Souls. Is inobservant. Kitty power! Oh. No! There we go.
Renethal, you came back. How long have we been here? This place is eating my mind.
Curator, I'm so glad you have not been broken yet.
Like that outfit.
We need an exit portal.
This is the Maw. No one escapes the Maw. We would need a...
More, Walker. This is the Curator, one of the greatest archivists in reality.
Nice.
Maw Walker?
Oop.
I can use them as a conduit. We can ride back along the path they took to get here, but it will only work once. Maw Walker, this will hurt. Please try not to die.
That is generally high on my list of priorities. We just say, oh, what? That's one way of doing it.
That worked! And the Maw Walker survived! Fantastic! Best not leave them all like that again. It may undo your existence.
Good to know.
Come closer, my new friend.
It is only a matter of time before the Master detects my presence. We must be swift and violent of action if we are to stop Sire Denathrius. Right. That looks like it might... place that one, I guess? Sinfall is more than a ruin. It was once a place of dark magic and experimentation. When the light retaliated and scorched the Ember Ward, the walls of this place stood. It is fortified, supplied, and filled with secrets, a perfect staging ground for our upcoming conflict. But first, take me to meet these allies who led you to Verpalia. We must take stock of what resources we have to work with.
There is no possibility of
What,
victory.
theatre?
Oh, is that not exciting?
He's right there.
My prince!
Theotar, my old friend, I am so happy to see you. Oh, and I see you managed to get your shirt off.
You as well. I could grate carrots on those ribs of yours. I send out the call to any who survived. We have quite a gathering collecting here.
Renethal.
Accuser, thank you for sending this Maw Walker to find us.
Curator, I am fine. I will be fine.
A little bit of interesting concern there. Draven! Renethal!
Which bosses sent you?
My liege. Draven, this is more than I could have hoped for.
Is this a throne?
Report.
At Theotar's request, we moved what remains of our forces here to see.
Yeah, this is going to be our
There are far
sanctum.
less of us than we had in our last assault.
But we have a Maw Walker.
Gather the forces. We attack soon. I have a plan, but we must act swiftly before Denathrius learns of my escape.
Great carrots on those ribs. That made me
What will
chuckle.
this humble fallen prince do for you today?
So few left, but we must make do.
The drought, the lack of souls, the jailer, all connected.
All connected. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.